Hey, welcome back to Turkey Week at the Art of Manliness. In today's video, Carl's going to show us how to carve a turkey like a man. For some reason, carving the turkey typically falls upon the man in most households in America. If this job falls upon you this year, we're going to show you how to carve a turkey without making a mess of it.
Okay, it's time to carve the turkey. And I know you look on TV, you look on these food channels, and you see all these beautiful platters, and I know you want that for your family. You see them bringing the turkey to the table and carving it at the table. We always recommend you carve it in the kitchen, put it on a platter, make that platter very attractive to look at, and then serve it to your guests. That's really the best way to do it. But a lot of misconceptions. Number one, a lot of times you see people shaving things off and hacking at it. There's no need to do that. Carving a turkey is very simple. You don't need the big machete knife at all. We're going to put that one away. We might use it later. We're just going to use a simple boning knife to do most of our work and separate it from there. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we've let our bird rest. When you take it out of the oven or off the smoker or out of the fryer, the first thing it's going to do is all those juices in there need to redistribute in the meat. So the first thing we're going to separate the leg and the thigh. And there's really, if you look at it, it's just a piece of skin holding it together. So you can take your knife, one slit through there, and then don't be afraid to use your hands. And there's a little bone that separates that in there, of that thigh bone. It'll go right through there, and that quickly you've separated the leg and the thigh. And with the thigh, there's just one bone, and you can kind of feel it where it goes. There's one tip, there's one tip. You can go along that leg, and again, if you ever question where it is, just always reach for it and feel for it, and then always serve the legs whole. It's really a beautiful thing. And I love the thigh meat. And then one thing we're going to do is debone this thigh. Thigh meat is, dark meat is so juicy and so flavorful that a lot of people, and this turkey's just falling apart, so which means it's really well cooked. Then you have this thigh meat. Again, you have the skin, and you can slice this thigh meat up and put it on your platter. And for people that love dark meat, your guests that do, they will love this thigh meat. Take it and place it on your platter. Okay, the next thing we want to do is take the breast off, and you got a couple options here. You can make slices, that's fine. Sometimes that tends to dry the meat out, or it tends to tear it if your knife's not sharp enough. What I like to do, and what a lot of people are doing these days, is take the breast off in one piece and slice it and cut it. Everybody gets a little bit of skin. It's a fantastic way to do it, so I'm going to show you how it's done. Right along here is your backbone, and the breast, the bone kind of has a little bit of a curve in it. So we'll make one slit, and again, sharpen your knives. Always have a good sharp knife that you use, and it will make all the difference in the world. And again, you don't have to worry about making this in one cut. You can just follow it down on the bone, and you'll get it. Slide your turkey over, and you have a full breast. And you can cut off just as much as you need. And this is where, if you want, you can bring a little bit bigger carving knife. And just make good pieces. Make them a little thicker. Give your guests something to really bite into. Give them a good piece of skin. And then with that bigger knife, you can pick up the whole breast and put it on your platter. That just looks fantastic. Okay, we're going to take the wings off. A lot of your guests may like the wings. Again, the wings is just, they're just attached with one ball and joint. So you can get that, serve that whole, let them pick on it. And let's always remember, when you cut your turkey, there's always a lot of meat left on that bone. So you'll come back in with your smaller knife, and really there's no need to waste anything. And even when you're done, if you want to make soup or a stock, just put your whole carcass in a pot with some vegetables and some seasoning, and you'll make a great super stock. This is a great looking platter. It's easy to do. I think we showed you step by step how you can do this each Thanksgiving or anytime you have a big holiday turkey. Don't worry if you screw it up. It takes practice like anything. Practice on a chicken. It's just the same steps.
Thanks, Carl, for showing us how to carve a turkey without mutilating it into some unrecognizable carcass. If you'd like step-by-step photo instruction on how to carve a turkey like a man, just click on the link below and you'll be taken to a post that we wrote a few years ago on the topic.